One of the things I love about being a writer is I can never arrive. It's truly a field where from the first book I write to the last book I write, I should always be striving to push myself to be better. And that was actually the impetus behind writing my book on the Enneagram for writers. I knew from reading my reviews, and yes, I'm one of those writers who actually reads my reviews, that my heroines just kind of kept popping up as not being quite as richly layered as I wanted them to be. And from some work I had done on myself, I knew that the Enneagram was this really great tool. And I started sitting there and going, I bet I could use this with characterization. And so I started working on that. And then I had done a writing retreat for some of my friends during 2020 when we couldn't do big writers' conferences. And because they were driving to me, I was like, I want to provide something for them. So I'm a teacher. I teach at a Big Ten university. And so I was like, well, since they're coming to me, I want to provide some content for them. And I was like, here's some stuff I've been experimenting with. Let's see if it has any value. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And so I turned that worksheet into the Enneagram book. And it was a way for me to go really deep and make sure I wasn't shortcutting the process. And then I don't sell it for very much on Amazon because I wanted it to be my gift to writers. Here's a tool that I have found to be really helpful because doing that work of a lot of people be like, you lay your character out on the couch and you talk to them like you're a psychologist. Tell me more. Tell me more. And you ask them why 5 times. I'm like, I'm too much of a left brain attorney. And I'm like, that feels so weird. But I can use the Enneagram and I can get their fear, their wound, their deepest need. And it can give me a lot of that information. And then you start putting them against other characters and you can get this really rich emotional layering for a character and really get their emotional arc pretty simply. And then you can start playing with it, but it's kind of a shortcut to a lot of that without having to feel really weird. And a lot of my friends, they do that and it's really natural for them. But to me, it's always just felt odd. And I think I'm a little too left-brained to be able to lay him out on a couch and start asking all these questions. And so this is really just my gift to writers of here's a tool that's been really helpful for me. And so I tend to be a researcher and do all that work. And I was like, here, now you don't have to. Here's a tool that I hope will help you and some worksheets. And I hope it helps you take your characters and layer them more deeply so that readers can resonate with them on a better level.